Okay, on this lesson, we're going to start talking about the three primary colors. Now, these aren't just colors. See, everything we observe that is colored is actually a field of energy, and our eyes are only seeing 0.0035%. So if you're basing your reality on these two eyes and not this eye right here, your information is so limited that you only see that small percentage of reality. And that small percentage of reality is governed by three primary colors. We have red, which is the W boson. The W boson sits at the core of the field of the three. It is governing it covers the weak nuclear force. It carries charges between particles, and it allows for identity change of the particles. This is a unique property of the W boson. It comes in positive and negative forces, and it allows, when exchanging energy between forces, it allows them to change identities. The blue field, which is the Z boson, actually holds and contains the red boson, the red W boson. And it transfers momentum, spin, and energy. But the Z boson itself is neutral. It's a neutral party. It doesn't like to get involved. And when it transfers momentum, spin, and energy, it does so without change. It does not change the particles. It doesn't want to influence your reality too much. It just wants you to be yourself. These two brothers, these two twin fields, are contained within the third and maximal field that we have discovered to be called the Higgs field. That's not what it's called, but that's what we discovered it. That's the guy that discovered it, and that's who named it. And so, congratulations, Higgs. You get to claim God's field as your own. Anyway, anyway, sorry, somebody called me. The field is the carrier wave field of these two twin brother fields. Now, this field is overall neutral, but I would generally say that this field would have a female energy. This is a female carrier energy. Imagine that not only is it a wave, like imagine two leaves, a raindrop sitting on a leaf, sitting in a lake. That's the best way I can do it. So the field is the carrier wave of weak nuclear forces. And these nuclear forces are aspects of electromagnetic frequencies. That's really the entirety of the forces here. And I'll show you an image right here. So we see that in the eye of the left brain, we have denoted everything as color waves within a color wheel. But if you actually see that really the core principle of these is the red, blue, and yellow. And the spark of creation sits almost essentially within the center of these and projects outward through these three fields as though they are stained glass windows. And the colors that are projected are actually the CMYK spectrum that we get in opposition to RGB. But the CMYK spectrum is really a shadowy reflection of the original red, blue, and yellow, if that makes sense. And I can explain it better in the image that we have. If you see that the core here is the red, blue, and yellow, but then their shadow as the light is pushed outward is the CMYK. And then, of course, we have the full spectrum color wheel in it, which, again, contained within all these is still overarching and governed by red, blue, and yellow. Red, blue, and yellow are major forces wherever you go, up and down, top to bottom. Okay?